Scribini and Tina.
Hi.
Welcome to the channel. We hope that everybody's having a wonderful day and that you guys are in the best of health.
Yes, with health as always being most important. So we've been getting a lot of people, especially through our consultations, talk to us about places that they're thinking about renting and buying.
Yep.
So I said it likens now what's going on here to when Paul Revere, long ago, went yelling through the towns, "The British is coming, the British are coming." That was like 250 years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. But here we are now in Portugal, and we hear everyone yelling, "The Americans are coming, the Americans are coming." Not that it's a bad thing, but statistics have proven that that is happening beyond a doubt out here.
Yes,
because according to SEF, which is like their visa program, how you get residency over here, like our immigration office,
right.
It's in the first quarter of 2022, USA had invested triple compared to other countries than we did in 2021. So they have done triple numbers in investments and investment properties. So they say we've got coming in about 25.1 million euros in just the first 3 months of 2022. The first 3 months, so they're just talking January, February, and March. The USA has now invested in Portugal and made them come to the #1 spot in people coming, expats, foreigners, to invest. And then that led Portugal to temporarily halt the Golden Visa program, like we heard on the news here.
Right, and they definitely halted it because we got too many people coming here from California, other places with big dollars, and everything they see, they want to pay cash for it. Cash. Cash is king.
Right.
So that made a lot of things happen because when you do that, it has a trickle-down effect.
Yes, and the trickle-down effect is that now you have priced out Portuguese who possibly have been saving for their dream home for like 10 years, and then come to find out they've been outbid and they can't even afford to sometimes even rent because the rental prices have gotten so high. So how high has all this stuff gotten? Well, the median price of a house in Portugal was, and we're talking was because that was in the first quarter of a year ago, it was $138 per square foot, and now it's higher by 17.2%. So that median price is now gone from $138 a square foot to now $202 a square foot. So it's beating out, Portugal is, a lot of countries for the #1 expat relocation place. And it used to be that they said Spain and France were on the top of the tier, and now even Spain and France are moving to Portugal. So Portugal has even beat out countries to be the top European country to relocate.
It's like a magnet right now. People are coming here. I'm reading the comments on the Expat channel, and I'm seeing people coming here from when I say all over the place, several different countries that appear to be trying to migrate here.
Right, and they say, because it's been ranked as one of the happiest cities in the world, Lisbon has, and third place in Expat City ranked it in best cities in the world for foreigners to live and work in. So Lisbon really has become one of the hottest relocation destinations in Europe. And with people coming to just see this and see why is it the happiest, why is it #1, then they see all the other places in Portugal that are even better, even more affordable, and then everyone starts the spread out effect where they're living all over Portugal. So Lisbon might bring them in, but Lisbon doesn't retain them all. People go all over. You guys that have visited have known. You come here, you say, I'm going to live in Lisbon, and then you end up living somewhere totally different because you fall in love. Portugal is a very small country, but it is really easy to get around with all the highways and byways. But it's actually only a quarter size of California. So can you imagine all these expats moving, all these foreigners moving to Lisbon, and Lisbon is only a quarter size of California. And you Californians know California is big, but can you imagine just all the Californians living in just 1/4 of California? So the question is, have we bursted the bubble to relocate and find places to live here in Portugal? I don't think so. I don't think we have yet.
Not yet.
But that bubble is getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and I believe that the burst is coming soon. When it does, then I know that I'm pretty sure that you can expect that the availabilities of rentals are going to rise, meaning increase, because right now we don't have that many. It's very hard to find a rental.
Yeah, very
as
hard.
soon as it hits the market, it is taken up. There is a bidding war, and the deposits sometimes that win that war are astronomical. We showed you a video of a apartment in Cascais that was going for 1,900 euros in a past video. If you haven't seen it, go back and see that. Beautiful area, beautiful apartment. That apartment actually went through a bidding war for how much a month? Was it
2,100?
No, it was like 2,500 a month.
Okay.
And then they went for an entire year paid up front. So that was their deposit.
Mm-hmm. And that rent initially was for that apartment was actually $2,100, and it ended up being $2,500.
Oh, I thought it was 19. Okay, you are correct.
The other one that was 19.
Okay, so I expect that when that bubble bursts, those availabilities of those rentals will rise, and if you have a lot of demand, then the prices may stabilize or decrease slightly. I don't think there's going to be a huge decrease. Some people are saying, well, I'm going to wait because I think that, rental prices are going to drop back down and I'm going to save myself $300 or $400. I don't see that happening. Only because people have seen how good the money is now in rentals, and they are not going to decrease it by that much. If they're holding onto a property and it's not able to be rented, I believe that people will maybe stabilize that price or lower it slightly. We're talking maybe 50, maybe 100 euros, but they're not going to go in a huge decrease like we're seeing in the U.S. Now, in the U.S. we know we're still facing an inevitable market crash.
Big time.
They say it's coming. We've seen the interest rates go up. We've seen the cost of living rise, and we've seen the housing market kind of cool off, where it was taking off and it was a seller's market. Well, now it isn't. It's starting to stop being a seller's market. And the same thing is going to happen here, but not right now. Right now it is hot. So that's why I said that it's expanding, it's getting tight, but it has not bursted yet. We've seen it kind of start to let the air out in the U.S. just slightly. But that's why it's important, like more now than ever, to always when you're relocating and you're trying to decide when should I make that move, you have to consider all those factors. All that stuff is going to have an influence on your money and your management. So you have to make sure that U.S. prices, you're getting the best price, that you didn't wait and now it's not a seller's market, so you lose money on your house. You don't want to do that because that might be your nest egg. And then they're coming out here and purchasing. So you have to make sure that scales are even. It has to be where you're selling for a good deal of money, but you're not buying for a great deal of money here. Otherwise, the scales are going to be off. So like we always say, follow the news in Portugal as well as following all of the news in the United States, because the political stance on residency keeps changing, cost of living, exchange rates fluctuate, and the housing market rises and falls, and all of that needs to be in line for your transition to be smooth, so that you're not collateral damage and you don't have a monetary loss for you and your family and your future.
So, like I always say on the channel, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail.
True.
So keep that in mind, because whatever you're going to do and how you're going to move forward, it's your choice, it's up to you, but this is what you're going to deal with if you're going to come to Portugal or even the U.S. So, in the meantime, between the time, always remember that life is to be enjoyed.
Yes, and as always, welcome and thank you to all of our subscribers, our A1 Day Ones, and our new subscribers. So if you haven't, make sure you hit that subscribe. Make sure you're hitting that thumbs up, because hitting that thumbs up changes that algorithm so we can bring you great content. And always remember to hit that notification bell, because hitting that notification bell can make sure you're notified of videos like this, lives, and others. And as always, all information is always underneath every single channel. And remember that Buy Me a Coffee membership subscriptions are going. So let's keep that going so that you can get all this plus a lot of extras that you don't see on the channel.
So, until the next video, peace.